The WNBA Finals will debut. The Las Vegas Aces versus the Phoenix Mercury. And I'm telling you right now, this is probably going to be one of the lowest rated WNBA Finals in a mighty long time.
You guys are not going to believe this. After Game 2 of the WNBA Finals, A'ja Wilson just had an epic meltdown after the Finals failed to sell out for the second straight game at the Las Vegas Aces home arena. And who is she blaming? You guessed it, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever fans. This is despite dirt cheap tickets. The ticket prices for the WNBA Finals are downright embarrassing. And I'm not talking about one game or a fluke. I mean every single game, even the hypothetical Game 7. The so-called biggest event of the WNBA calendar is being sold like clearance stock at a garage sale. You can literally buy a Finals ticket for the price of a Big Mac combo meal, $25. That's not a joke. That's the get-in price for the championship series. So, how does the league that spent all season bragging about record viewership end up with arenas emptier than a Tuesday matinee? Let's break down this train wreck because it's worse than anyone expected. Did you expect this train wreck? Let us know down in the comments below.
And it looked like the WNBA has become the laughingstock of all sports, man, because the ticket prices are horrendous. This is a championship game, dog.
The WNBA has been patting itself on the back all year, pumping out headlines about record-breaking ratings and historic fan growth. But now that the finals are here, all that noise has completely imploded. Ticket sales have tanked, not dipped, tanked faster than a Caitlin Clark fast break in transition with 0 foul calls. And let's be clear, this isn't some vague statistic from months ago. We're talking about Game 1 of the Finals in Las Vegas, the supposed entertainment capital of the world. You'd expect fans lining up around the block, right? Think again. The cheapest seats, $6. That's not a typo. The lower bowl, $25 bucks. Want to sit behind the team bench? $90. Second row around $130. I've seen nosebleeds at minor league hockey games cost more.
You mean to tell me Caitlin Clark's signature Nike t-shirt costs more than these damn WNBA final tickets? And I'm here to tell you, oh yeah, they do. I mean, 4-time WNBA MVP A'ja Wilson can't even get tickets up to $50. Bruh, this is bad. I mean, this is beyond bad. This just tells you the state of this damn league.
Now here's where it gets hilarious. During the Las Vegas versus Indiana Fever matchup earlier this year, these exact same seats were going for 5 to 10 times higher. Courtside was $2,000 a seat, $2,000. But for the finals, you can grab one for under $500. Behind the basket, $300 maybe. And the sad part, that's about the only section even remotely close to selling out. And we're not talking resale markups here. These are face value prices. That's how bad it's gotten. The WNBA itself can't even fill its own championship game at retail.
Not to mention, we got none other than Dewana Bonner, former Indiana Fever, quit the team herself in the talk and conversation of this WNBA Finals. And more importantly, her significant other, Alyssa Thomas, has found herself in some hot water as well, with not really speaking about the current state of the W.
Thomas has found herself in some hot water as well, with not really speaking about the current state of the W. And before anyone tries to claim Vegas fans just don't care, let's stop right there. This city has hosted every kind of major event imaginable. Boxing, UFC, Formula 1, and those tickets always move. The problem isn't Vegas. The problem is that no one cares about this matchup. Sure, A'ja Wilson is putting up good numbers, and Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young are fun to watch. And yeah, the Phoenix Mercury clawed their way back into the picture. But outside of the most diehard fans, there's zero buzz. The casual audience checked out a long time ago, and that right there is the league's biggest nightmare. When Caitlin Clark isn't involved, nobody tunes in. When the Fever were playing, tickets vanished within hours. You couldn't even get a resale under $200 during her hot streak in June. But now, no Caitlin, no crowd. The Clark effect was the entire engine, and the second she's gone, the whole machine sputters out.
Now, we know the controversy that led up to this game is pretty much attached to Caitlin's name. That is the Las Vegas Aces actually knocking off Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Well, Caitlin did not play, but we know the referees kind of had a hand in that, we should say, with kind of making sure the Las Vegas Aces was pushed to making it to the finals.
This proves what most fans have been saying since opening night. The so-called growth of the WNBA wasn't some organic phenomenon. It was the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. She was the show. She sold the jerseys, drove the viewership, attracted new fans, and gave sponsors something to care about. Without her, the league instantly reverts to what it's always been, a niche product begging for relevance. And just when you think the optics couldn't get any worse, Commissioner Kathy Angelbert is out there giving victory laps about the strongest position the league's ever been in. Really? Because if that's true, why does it cost less to watch the finals than it does to bowl 3 games at the MGM Grand? The ticket charts tell the real story. When the matchup was first announced, upper-level seats hovered around $50. Within a week, down 20%. And by the time the media started reporting on it, lower bowl seats were under $60. That's not momentum. That's a market collapse.
It says the most unwatchable basketball product possible between the 2 teams left standing. Not to decimate it by injury, Kathy Angelbert really outdid it herself. Can't imagine why the world is calling for her resignation.
The WNBA can flash as many Nike partnerships and brand deals as it wants. None of that means anything when fans aren't in the stands. You can't fake turnout. You either fill seats or you don't. And right now, the numbers are humiliating. And let's be honest, this finals matchup is the definition of boring. No villains, no rivalries, no drama. Just A'ja Wilson smiling through another media segment, pretending she's the face of the league while fans scroll right past. There's no Angel Reese controversy, no trash talk, no compelling narrative. Just basketball, and unfortunately, not even the exciting kind. The Aces vs. Mercury series has all the entertainment value of watching paint dry. 2 slow, predictable teams playing low-energy ball in half-empty arenas. No stakes, no emotion, no fun. Even players are starting to admit it behind the scenes. The finals energy just isn't there. Compare that to when the Fever were rolling earlier this season. Every Caitlin Clark game felt like a national event. The buildings were electric. Reporters swarmed. Fans lined up hours early just to get inside. That magic is gone. Completely gone.
Very, very bad. The face of the league, they want it to be her. And the plan really ain't planning right now, dog.
And sure, some of it is because Caitlin's been sidelined. But the deeper issue is how the league treated her. Fans don't forget the endless cheap shots, the ignored fouls, the jealousy from other players, or the commissioner's silence when she was targeted. Every time the WNBA failed to protect its biggest star, fans quietly checked out. Now with Clark out of the picture, the numbers are collapsing like a house of cards. And this couldn't come at a worse time. The Players' Union is gearing up for major CBA negotiations. They want higher salaries, bigger revenue shares, better benefits, and they deserve those things. But how do you demand a pay raise when your finals tickets can't sell for more than a tank of gas? The owners and networks are going to weaponize this. They'll say, if your best year ever can't fill a finals arena, why should we pay more? And that's the tragedy here. It doesn't just hurt A'ja, Wilson, or the Aces. It hurts everyone. It hurts the players, the fans, and the future of the league. Low attendance means less sponsor interest, weaker TV deals, and zero leverage at the negotiating table. Meanwhile, Kathy Angelbert is still giving interviews about how strong the league is. Sure, Kathy, keep spinning. Because if the WNBA is really thriving, why are fans skipping your championship for the price of a burger? The numbers don't lie. You can call it growth all you want, but when your finals look like a clearance sale, the only thing growing is public embarrassment. So, while A'ja Wilson celebrates meaningless stats and preaches league unity, Caitlin Clark remains the one name that actually moves the needle. The proof's in the empty seats. The WNBA without Clark isn't thriving. It's just surviving. It gets even worse. The optics online are absolutely brutal. Social media is flooded with screenshots of ticket maps showing entire sections still wide open. Hundreds upon hundreds of empty blue dots everywhere. Fans are roasting the league, calling it the most affordable finals in history, while others joke that the silence inside the arena is louder than the refs' whistles this season. It's comical, but it's also devastating. And it all ties back to one gigantic issue. The WNBA still refuses to listen to its fans. People aren't asking for miracles. They want consistency, fair officiating, and real promotion for the stars who make the league exciting. But instead, the league keeps chasing image over integrity, obsessed with PR optics instead of fan connection. It's like they're allergic to success that happens naturally. Caitlin Clark brought them an audience they never dreamed of, and instead of celebrating it, they acted like she was a problem to contain. Now the result is staring them right in the face. Finals games that look like practice scrimmages and ticket prices that could fit in a vending machine. It's both hilarious and tragic. The biggest championship series in the league's most successful season ever is being played in half-empty arenas, with the commissioner pretending it's all going according to plan. If this trend keeps up, next year's finals might honestly end up in a high school gym with folding chairs and a snack table. Let's be real, this didn't have to happen. The league had everything lined up for a strong finish. The Caitlin Clark wave, new sponsors, more media coverage than ever, and a fresh fan base just waiting to be engaged. And somehow they took all that momentum and turned it into $6 tickets. You almost have to admire the level of incompetence. It's self-sabotage on an art form level. For months, Kathy Angelberg and her team were out there doing their corporate victory tour, taking credit for everything Caitlin Clark did. Every press conference sounded like a broken record. Viewership is up. Merch is flying off shelves. The brand has never been stronger. But peel back the press release and nothing underneath has changed. Same limited marketing, same inconsistent officiating, same stale game presentation. They thought hype alone would carry the finals. But now reality has kicked the door in and it's ugly. Even the players see it. Sophie Cunningham, Nafisa Collier, even Asia Wilson herself, they've all hinted at how disconnected the league's leadership is. But instead of fixing the actual problems, Angelberg keeps forming committees and listening sessions. Translation: more meetings, zero results. You'd think after watching attendance nosedive, she'd realize the WNBA doesn't need more PowerPoint decks. It needs action. Because here's the truth that everyone but the league office is willing to admit. Fans came for Caitlin Clark, not for the WNBA. That's the part that makes everyone squirm. Without her, there's no spark, no storylines, no reason to tune in. She was the pulse of the league. And now that she's not playing, the finals feel like a hangover after the best party of the year. The vibe is gone, the energy is gone, and the excitement has flatlined. Even ESPN looks like it's losing interest. The commentary feels robotic. The energy is flat, and the camera keeps catching rows of empty seats behind the broadcast booth. It kills the broadcast before it even begins. For a league that keeps preaching about momentum, this finals looks and feels like someone slammed the emergency brake. The WNBA had one job after Caitlin Clark's breakout year. Keep the audience engaged. That's it. Keep them entertained. Give them compelling storylines. Make them feel connected. Instead, they alienated her fan base. They mocked the very people who filled arenas, who tuned in, who bought merch. They let players take cheap shots at Clark, ignored foul after foul, and let jealousy run unchecked. That wasn't just bad leadership. It was suicide by ego. Now the league is paying for it. You can't cry about growth when your championship seats cost less than movie tickets. You can't demand bigger contracts and better networks when your own fans won't show up. And yet, they'll probably keep pretending everything's fine. Like this is all part of some master plan to expand accessibility. Sure, Kathy, whatever you say. The truth is fans don't want slogans. They want sincerity. They want excitement. They want leaders who actually fight for the players they love, not executives who issue vague statements and hide behind hashtags. You can't build a sports empire on spin. You build it on stars, stories, and stakes. The WNBA has none of those right now. Because, let's be honest, this finals matchup has zero sizzle. No rivalries, no controversy, no stakes. It's two teams playing in front of half-empty bleachers while Asia Wilson keeps pretending she's the face of a thriving league. But if she's really that big of a draw, where are the fans? Why does Caitlin Clark move 10 times more tickets than a reigning MVP? Because people care about Clark. They don't care about Asia. The numbers say it all. And this couldn't come at a worse time. With the CBA talks looming, the players' union is about to walk into negotiations demanding higher pay and better benefits, all while final seats go unsold. The owners are salivating at this. They'll use it as ammunition. If you can't fill arenas for the finals, why should we increase salaries? And they'll have the receipts to back it up. And yet Kathy Angelberg is still smiling through press conferences, calling this a sign of progress. Progress in what world? When your finals look like a clearance sale at the outlet mall, that's not progress. That's panic wrapped in corporate optimism. The worst part is this was supposed to be their moment. With all the attention Caitlin Clark brought to the WNBA this year, they had a golden runway. They could have ridden that wave, marketed the finals like a global event, and made people feel like women's basketball had truly arrived. But instead, they got complacent. They thought the Caitlyn effect would carry them indefinitely. It didn't. Fans don't stick around just because you had momentum. You have to give them a reason to stay. You have to create rivalries, storylines, and drama that hook them emotionally. That's what the NBA and NFL do. They build tension. They create moments. But the WNBA seems content settling for hashtags and empty slogans. And so, here we are. $6 finals tickets and half-empty arenas. The biggest storyline of the postseason isn't who wins the trophy. It's who's buying concessions just to make the place look full. For a league that keeps shouting record growth, these visuals tell a completely different story. If the WNBA truly wants to grow, it's time to stop preaching empowerment and start delivering entertainment. Because until they do, the fans will keep voting with their wallets. And right now, their answer couldn't be louder. Did you expect this train wreck? Let us know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next